circuit breaker lockdown.
The Tier 2 COVID restrictions could be the final straw for this restaurant. They'd already suffered an 80% reduction in customers because of lockdown. Then a week ago, the new rules came into force and they could only watch as all but one of their bookings were cancelled.
It's just completely gone nose down into when they announced Tier 2. So it's a little bit worrying because we don't really know whether we need to close or we need to stay open. People are no longer allowed to mix, maximum of 6 people. We're not getting any government help at all, any government grants. So we're having to kind of try to, chop and change ourselves and trying to innovate to see how we can carry on staying open.
Jerome Allotments is situated in the heart of Ealing, the borough which now has the unwanted title of London's new COVID-19 hotspot.
What are you praying here?
The local MP, Rupa Huck, can't have surgeries with her constituents, but she can meet them as they dig their veg. With 360 residents, Ealing is the size of a small city, and Rupa Huck believes the only way to stop the spike in infections is to have another short lockdown.
This tier system is not enough. This tinkering around and it's confusing. Different parts have got different rules. I think what we need actually is that 2-week circuit breaker.
And the leader of the council agrees there's only one way to stop the spike.
I certainly hope that Tier 2 restrictions of non-mixing of households at home and in restaurants and pubs will help. But I fear, given what's happened in other parts of the country, it won't. I called, like many, for a proper circuit break of 2 or 3 weeks.
Right, what is one thing we potentially feel like we've sacrificed as a result of
At Ada Lovelace C of E High School, Year 9 pupils are learning what the new restrictions mean for them.
Can't meet up indoors with friends and have sleepovers and hangouts with friends like you usually would.
So we're trying to encourage students to take adequate precautions when they're in communal areas, but also just to be aware of their own mental health and things they can do to help with that over the week that they're not in school.
As they go out into half-term at Tier 2, they've got to be super conscious of the fact in public areas they've got to be distant, they have to wear their face masks, and really the only contact that they can have with other students will be outdoors.
What everyone is hoping for is for the infection rate to go down. Ronke Phillips, ITV News.